The academic and regulatory foundations of modern open-source intelligence, documented here in these investigation frameworks, confront a specific modern crisis: the rise of highly convincing deepfakes and synthetic identities. Standard object recognition software and the human eye have become unreliable tools for evaluating digital media. At this scale, visual content can no longer be trusted at face value. Every digital photograph functions as a dense, layered web of hidden data and mathematical structures. Authenticating an image requires investigators to systematically tear the file apart, analyzing it layer by layer to see exactly how it was constructed. In an environment where surface pixels are easily manipulated, verifiable truth resides in the invisible forensic data hiding beneath the image. Verification begins with tracing a photo's digital footprint. Investigators use reverse image search engines to locate the earliest instance of the content appearing online. Analysts then test the image against physical reality. They cross-reference historical weather data, calculate the angle of the shadows, and verify landmarks to see if the environment matches the supposed time and place. If the geography aligns, the investigation moves to the second layer, EXF metadata. This information is automatically embedded into a file by the camera at the moment of capture. By aggregating OSINT data, investigators validate the invisible baggage carried by a raw file, like date, time, GPS, and camera model. This metadata is fragile. Platforms strip it during upload. Thus, reposted images are forensically silent, requiring investigators to locate the original source file. When the physical surroundings and the internal metadata perfectly align, they establish the actual history of the file. This proves where and when the photo existed, regardless of what the subject appears doing. Verifying a human identity requires a different approach. Investigators ignore the background and the surface pixels entirely. Instead, they employ computer vision models that discard standard visual data to map specific facial landmarks. Research into compliant verification tools highlights how algorithms target precise spatial coordinates, measuring the distance between pupils, jawline curves, and nasal bridge geometry. The system translates these fixed physical coordinates into a high-dimensional mathematical canvas, creating a biometric vector, an unalterable mathematical signature for that face. Because this vector relies on bone structure and relative proportions, investigators can match identities even if the subject aged significantly or changed their expression. The final forensic layer involves detecting microscopic pixel manipulation that is invisible to the human eye. Specialized forensic tools scan the image specifically for artificial artifacts and deepfake signatures. Using technical standards for forensic impact assessments, these tools analyze compression levels and noise patterns. This process exposes splices and digital cloning that would otherwise go undetected. At this microscopic level, the software forces the manipulation to reveal its own algorithmic thumbprints, identifying the image as a forgery. Deep image verification has moved beyond specialized laboratories. In a remote-first digital world, these techniques have become essential literacy skills. AI-driven deception continues to advance, but the OSINT methodologies used to track and expose it are evolving with equal speed. The most effective disinformation often blends a real environment with fake content. This makes a disciplined, skeptical approach the only reliable defense. A picture is only as reliable as its hidden data. By applying these investigative layers, we can still separate verifiable truth from digital manipulation.